expect nothing, and I'm still let down.
What is up, everyone, and welcome back to another live react. This time for the Indie Showcase World thing for April 19th, 2023. As always, I am Viral Vinnie, struggling to get my equipment set up. But yeah, it's been a while since we've done a react. It's been a while since Nintendo has had any presentation. Like, they had the Nintendo Direct at the start of the year. But, you know, we're a quarter way through the year now, and a lot of people are starting to get angsty. They're starting to wonder what's next for the next few months of Switch. Yeah, so full transparency, this Direct happened earlier in the day. I did not get home until much later, and had a few things spoiled, which, you know, one or two things, nothing major. But I think the main thing, like, I've said this before, and I'll say it again, like, every time going into a Direct, I feel people have to temper their expectations, because so often people will just come with a crazy thing. We're like, okay, we're getting Pokemon Stadium and the GBA games, and they're going to interlock, and you're going to be able to play all the other stuff, and it just, like, people's expectations get out of whack. Going into Directs, my expectations are already always low. And then, especially for the indie worlds, where I just want to see some cool indie games and stuff like Changeling or Chia or things of that sort, where it's like, okay, cool, like, what are going to be the other titles to offset the, you know, the big, you know, you can't have a Zelda every single month. That's impossible. So what are the smaller titles that you're going to use to bookend the calendar until those bigger titles? And that's really all I'm looking for. It's like sigh, moan, I don't know. I do a lot of stuff into the mic. But yeah, the only one going into it that I feel like really we need to address, like, is the fact that there's no Silk Song, and I know to some people they would view that as a disappointment, especially because at last year's Microsoft's E3 thingamabob, how do you do, Bob, Uncle, they were like, all these games are the next 12 months, and then Silk Song was there, and I mean, you know, technically they still have, I think, a month and a half to meet that requirement, but yeah, so I don't know. For me, again, I just want to see cool stuff, like what is gonna happen, you know, after Zelda, after this or that. So aside from that, that's really all I am expecting. So without that, with all that out of the way, let's just get into it.
Indie World. I'm Amber.
And I'm Andrew.
See, again, professionalism. Yeah, but again, who the hell are Amber and Justin, or whatever his name was? Like, again, that's all I want from State of Play. Is just have, hey, I'm Carol from PlayStation. That's it. That you don't need, like, the video or the pomp and circumstance or recording anything. Just say, hey, I'm an associate here at PlayStation. Here's some stuff. That's it. That would help State of Plays so much. Also, for longtime fans, I'm just drinking water. I'm not getting sloshed this time. But yeah, it's an indie world. It's a smaller one. I didn't see any crazy breaking news stories, so this is just for fun.
Many years passed, and our village worked hard to create our own success. The story of Nico drifted.
I feel like I say this every time, every indie world. But, like, this reminds me of something, and I know it's not this game. Like, this art style, it's just so reminiscent and so... Like, it reminds me of, like, Sideways and... all this other, like... Just, it has a very familiar art style, which I understand. I don't know, it's one of those things, like, I both love and hate. It's like, oh, it reminds me of this other thing, but it also feels very... unoriginal, like, oh, I've seen this art style before.
And wow, this market is bustling.
There's a ton of things to do here, like joining parades, entering cat races, and
Did we mention cat races?
Nearly everything you find on the island can be sold at the market. Now that's one happy customer.
And if you're just itching to explore, the island's got lots of secrets to uncover and puzzles to solve. But be careful, you might encounter some meddlesome agents along the way.
Stop by Mineko's Night Market, setting up
That's
shop
cute.
on Nintendo Switch, September
Same day as
26th.
Spider, or well, not same day, but same month as Spider-Man and
大家好，我是时光系列的
Starfield
导演徐直，
大家好，我是吴志飞，公司的创意总监。
我们来自重庆帕斯亚科技。沙之镇时光继承了波西亚时光的世界观，这次我们将带大家走入一个神秘
in
的
the
沙漠城
heart
这是我
of
们
the
时光系列的第二
desert,
款产品，
my
我们在
time.
这个游戏里面带来更深刻的故事、更有趣的人物和更丰富的玩法。同时，我们也在不断的扩展这个世界的世界观。
在开发过程中，我们实地考察了中国西北的戈壁沙漠，那里的环境和当地治沙人的先进理念，激发了我们的创作热情。
我们希望你能和我们一起来度过这个沙漠时光。谢谢。
Love adventure, role-playing, and
Ah, okay,
simulation
alright.
games?
My,
This sequel to My Time
I
at
was just
Porsche
about to say, this
has
looks so much like my
Through a
time, like
captivating
Porsche.
Story, rife with dozens of characters and side quests, you're tasked with restoring this post-apocalyptic
Not right now.
desert community to its former glory.
I
Equipped with trusty tools,
I could
you'll
play all of
gather
these
resources to assemble
farming
machines
games, like,
and transform
it's a daily
derelict
struggle that I
workshop
don't get into
a
Disney
fine
Dreamlight
routine
Valley.
facility. Lots of customization options are also
But yeah,
in the toolbox.
I'm sure I would love this game.
Items to
The problem is
paint
just I don't want to
and
play the same
decorating
like
your
3
home
types of games
however you
over and
like.
over and over again. I want to try
But
something
there's
new
more
and
to
different and
Sandrock
unique, and
than just building.
but I'm sure I would
Adventure
love these
into
games if I actually
ancient
sat down and
ruins
played.
Scavenge for relics. Or say
I do
hi to
wonder if it has
locals and make
multiplayer.
some friends. Unfortunately, this town's kind of popular with the monsters. So take
Penguin
them down
dog?
in melee combat.
My Time at Sandrock launches on Nintendo Switch this summer.
See, like, this is like what Diner Dash and Overcooked and Tools Up, and like it reminds me of so many other games. Alright, I'm sure this is a fantastic game. It's just like, yeah, okay. Automation, that's cool. Co-op, that's also cool. Played up. Yogcast.
Ever dreamed of having your very own restaurant? Well, now you can in the roguelite management sim Played Up.
Create, decorate, and automate the restaurant of your dreams. Place and arrange appliances however you'd like, but be strategic about it.
I don't know how I feel about
Have
that.
your hands full.
You can't just call something a roguelike and just... Like, by that definition, Tetris is a roguelike, because each puzzle is different. It's not like it's the same pieces over and over and over again. Like,
Chefs can play together
I would
locally
never
or
call
online
Tetris a
to help
roguelike.
run this culinary empire. Manage both the kitchen and front of house to keep your customers happy. At the end of every randomly generated shift,
See,
you
like,
can
it...
acquire new high-tech appliances like
Wouldn't the
turbo ovens.
randomness just be like
Upgrade your
their
kitchen
what they
make your
order
next
and
restaurant venture even more
um,
successful.
Serve up some deliciousness.
recipes?
When Played Up launches on Nintendo Switch this October.
cool?
Cześć.
Whoa, it's got a cat.
A ja
Love a
Monika.
cat.
Quilts and Cats of Calico to gra, która powstała z naszej miłości do gier planszowych i kotów.
Kiedy wyobrażam sobie idealne miejsce do odpoczynku, widzę ciepły koc i mojego mruczącego kota.
Darwin.
Mogę wtedy zrelaksować się przy ulubionej książce.
Także dla mnie koty są synonimem przytulności i ciepła. Te uczucia chcieliśmy wyrazić w naszej adaptacji gry planszowej Calico.
Mamy nadzieję, że poczujecie je tak samo jak my.
Miłego oglądania!
Looking for the perfect board game night? Check out Quilts and Cats of Calico. Adapted from the real-life tabletop game Calico, you'll make a quilt from patterned pieces of fabric.
Place pieces on the board, sew buttons to score points, and attract adorable cats. Aw, cute! Each cat has a preferred pattern, so stitch and style to become...
This is not a game for me, but I am like kind of
Get cozy
intrigued
with
by
up
the
to
board
3
game because I'm like,
friends
do
in
you actually
local
sew
and
in the?
online multiplayer? Join
the
random
board game
matches
and-
against random players.
It's very
Or
cute and
try your
unique,
hand at
but
weekly
I also have.
challenges. You can also take some time to customize your cat.
Yeah,
and
give him
unlock
that fluff.
positively
Yeah, that
great looks.
thick,
luck
thick
with Clerks
tail.
and Cats of Calico, launching on the Nintendo Switch system this fall.
What the heck? Okay. New standalone rhythm game. Wait, hold on. Hold on. Okay. Rift of the Necrodancer. Okay, that's cool.
Wow, this game has some sick beats.
I can tell. You've been bobbing your head for a while. In this spin-off of Crypt of the Necrodancer, you've still got to move to the rhythm, but it's got a new musical twist of lane-based combat.
Monsters will come flying at you, so match the on-screen prompts to kick them to the curb. Each one has a different movement pattern, and some take multiple hits to defeat. Oh, and let's not forget boss battles. That'll really get you grooving.
And if you need a break from the baddies, there's a special minigame to play for each of the 5 character storylines.
Make it trouble time.
Keep the beat alive when Rift of the Necrodancer launches on Nintendo Switch this year.
Very cool.
Next up, we've got some DLC news to share for games we previously featured in Indie
Oh, that's
World.
cool. Okay, I love that because so many
More puzzles await in the
so many of these
Promised
titles just get
DLC
lost to
for a
the
little
wayside once they
relax.
fall off.
Get tidying across 25 new puzzles as you explore a world of small spaces, secret compartments, and surprising stuff stuffed into every drawer. Charming new illustrations and scenarios are also included in this paid DLC.
This is someone with
launching on
like
Nintendo
OCD,
Switch
their
this
wet dream.
June.
Dig into more roguelite puzzle action with the Shovel Knight Pocket Dungeon Puzzlers Pack. Venture
That did
forward
come out.
has 2 newly playable characters. Test your puzzle prowess with Quandary challenges, and make your way through the perplexing halls of Castle Quandary. You can also pay Mr. Hat a visit for over 20 in-game hats to modify runs, or pick up some nifty new relics in Chester's shop. This free DLC shovels its way onto the Nintendo Switch system this spring.
This is another one, much like My Life or whatever. I'm sure I would love yeah, Cult of the Lamb. I would love it because it's just Animal Crossing in Hades.
Dozens of new items, relics, and enemies are scattered
But,
across remixed
again,
dungeons, guarded by the new
trying to
versions of
get
the
some
4
variety,
guardian bishops.
even though
Take your spoils
right now
back
I'm
to
playing
the
a kart racer
new
in
buildings
Resident
to
Evil
construct,
Remake, which is a game I've already
followers
played.
to
So
plus a new unlockable quest. And after beating the game, keep the faith going with the new permadeath, gauntlet, and boss rush modes. This free update launches on Nintendo Switch April 24th.
Yeah. Hello, I am Funny Man Video Game Donkey from Big Mode Publishing.
okay,
I'm joined today by the creator of
I've
Animal
never
Well,
seen Donkey
Billy
before,
Basso.
but
Hello, I'm Billy Basso, the developer of Animal Well. I've been working on Animal Well for over 5 years at this point, all alone, making everything that goes into the game, including the engine. I was trying to give people the experience of finding something new in a place they've already been before. Pretty much somewhere that's filled with puzzles that you would want to keep coming back to
Oh.
over and over again. I hope
not
you enjoy
normally a
Animal
fan
Well
of
when it
Donkey's
comes to
stuff,
the
but
Nintendo
you know,
Switch.
this is
Thank
amazing.
you.
I gotta give him. He knows how to create like a branding.
Well, well, well.
Sounds like you're ready for Animal Well. In this atmospheric, pixelated world, you'll search for treasures as you gradually uncover a dense environment. Where you go is entirely up to you.
Perfect. So I shouldn't need to worry about anything dangerous, right?
Yeah, about that. You're not alone in this labyrinth. Many interesting creatures live here, but some might be hostile, so stay alert. Any items you've picked up can be used in a number of ways, like making a quick getaway or having friendly creatures help you out in a pinch. And speaking of items, there's a lot to uncover here. So get crafty with your items and see what you find.
Like, I
I'll
understand
be
he
there then.
made the
Send me your
publishing
courage and curiosity for
brand
Animal
because he
Well,
wants to be
launching
serious
on
and
Nintendo
legit, but I'm
Switch
just
early
surprised how
next
much of a
year.
game that looks like, and it's not tied to him in any significant way. It's just, hey, here's a game I published, which is probably the best way to do it. Yeah, we got multiverse shit. Because that's not at all getting tiring.
Guess what? It's crime o'clock.
That's odd. My watch says otherwise.
I meant the puzzle exploration game. Anyway, there's no time to waste. You've got over 40 cases to solve across time and space.
But where, or I guess when?
Whoa.
Elementary, my dear Andrew. Look at your map. There are lots of eras to visit. From the lost age to a cybernetic future. In each era, you'll see how crime scenes develop for different time ticks.
Wait a second. Could I do something in one era and change events in another?
Exactly.
I don't.
By traveling through time, meeting characters,
I don't know what they're
and
saying.
resolving each case, the map will change and
This is
more
all just
adventures will
talking.
be unlocked.
Sounds like a
I
timeless experience.
What is the game?
Set your alarms to crime
Is it?
o'clock.
It looks like it's where Waldo or like a CNI picture, but
Hello, I'm Peter, project lead at Rain Games.
I'm Ola, the art director.
And I'm Marion, co-producer.
For the last 10 years, we created a variety of different games, expanding the Tassograd universe. Now we are returning to our roots for a sequel.
These titles are not only a celebration of the original game, but also Scandinavian nature and folklore, the origin of so much of our game's visual identity.
We hope you'll find as much wonder as we have in this universe and join our homecoming. We see you at the top of the tower.
Tusen takk!
Whoa! Electric powers! Shocking, am I right?
Close. In Teslagrad 2, you'll harness electromagnetic powers to solve physics-based puzzles. Move seamlessly through Scandinavian-inspired environments, accompanied by an orchestral soundtrack influenced by Nordic folk tunes.
But this land holds many dangers, as fearsome beasts stand in your way. Master the art of testamency.
I think that's the one negative about a lot of these indie games is that during a normal direct where it's like, oh, this isn't for me. This is like, I don't know. I just look at this stuff and it's like, yep, that's a game. I don't think I'm gonna play it, but.
Teslagrad Remastered bolt onto the Nintendo Switch system later today.
Oh.
You can get the game separately or bundled together in the Teslagrad Power Pack.
Cool,
edition.
cool. Weston Loathing. I was gonna say, I swear to God, I've seen this on the DS or something. Flappers, felons, fishmen, goofs, goblins, government conspiracies. This reminds me so much of like a Flash game from like 2005. Like 13-year-old Vinnie would have been all over this shit. Like, yeah, look at this. It's all on a computer. Now I'm just like, yeah, cool. Shadow overloading.
Mobsters, monsters, and mysteries? Sounds like the cat's pajamas. Sign me up.
Okay. Set in the 1920s within the West of Loathing universe, Shadows Over Loathing is a slapstick RPG full of silliness and stick figures. Your Uncle Murray asks you to help run his antique shop in Ocean City, but he's nowhere to be found. While searching for him, you'll encounter a sinister plot that could spell the end of the world.
Venture through a sprawling black and white world filled with talking frogs, sentient math, and eldritch horrors. There's also a ton of roles to play. March to the beat of your own nefarious schemes as a jazz agent, or hold the curds of the cosmos.
But what about the way? What are you gonna do?
The digital version of Shadows Over Loathing launches on Nintendo Switch later today. The physical version of the game will launch this fall.
Okay, so at that point, like you would hope there's enough copies and it's not a Metroid Prime thing. I gave up on that game. I still want to get it eventually. I haven't checked my local game stores in a few weeks, but there was the tweet about like, oh hey, we've done a restock, everything's there. I checked like after that, nope, nothing. So I've got Resident Evil, I've got Disney Speedstorm, I'm good for a bit. Blasphemous 2. Twice the blasphemy, double the fun.
Has returned. In In this sequel to Blasphemous, you'll undertake a pilgrimage through a land ravaged by a foul curse known as the Miracle.
Hack and slash your way through legions of bloodthirsty foes and treacherous traps in this brutal action platformer. Choose from 3 newly added weapons, each one deadly in their own way.
Wield the War Censer for slow but powerful flaming strikes, the Rapier and Dagger to attack with lightning-fast precision, and the Praying Blade for vicious and versatile combos. By unlocking weapon memories, you'll learn more moves that'll help you survive the dangers lying ahead. Penitence awaits in Blasphemous 2, slashing onto Nintendo Switch this summer.
Riley, are you there?
Okay, sorry, I completely forgot. Yeah, this one was also spoiled for me too, but I mean, we knew this was like
Jacob, 4
existing.
hours ago, a cult opened a portal above Edwards Island.
Riley, yes, but are we really the ones to do something about it?
Have you seen anyone else around? We've been all over. We've seen different timelines, gone back to the past. We're alone. There is no one else.
Riley, seriously, Riley!
Again, I should check if it's on PlayStation Plus, but yeah, no, just never got around to playing it first. I'd like to at some point. Netflix.
Electromagnetic waves. But what she discovers is more than what she bargained for.
Set 5 years after the events of the first Oxenfree game, you'll tap into the town's ghostly signals and unsettling static. Tune the radio to communicate with supernatural beings, manipulate the world around you, and watch out for a shadowy cult attempting to open their own reality-altering portal.
While exploring this beautiful yet treacherous town, use the new walkie-talkie conversation system to connect with local contacts. Some of them may have valuable info that can give you more insight into Kamina's mysteries.
Your choices will have an impact on Riley's development, relationships, and the story. Will you forge deep friendships? Turn a blind eye to those in need?
Oh yeah, I'm also playing Tron. That's technically an indie game. Technically. It's good. It's a visual novel, which is not my genre, but Tron is, so I have to play.
Thanks for staying with us so far. Before we go, we'd like to show you a sneak peek of several more games coming to Nintendo Switch. Check it out.
I was like, you best not end on that. I swear we've seen this game before, but it might be Little Kitty, Big City. This also looks like the Angry Grandpa game, but with a cat. Boruto. Naruto's baby boy. Escape Academy. There has to be an anime of that. Like Five Nights of Security Breach. Later today. Nice. Radical. Bomb Rush Cyberpunk. Fuck yeah. Is this the one that leaked or? Either way, it looks very cool.
That's all for today's Indie World. We hope you enjoyed everything shown in today's showcase.
A huge thank you to the indie community and indie partners working on games for the Nintendo Switch system. And as always, thank you for watching.
Follow our official Twitter account to stay up to date on the latest news from Indie World. Until next time, happy gaming!
Okay then. That ended threw me for a loop. Oh god, I tried to stay optimistic, I tried to stay positive. No, this one was pretty bad. Like normally, for a lot of these showings, there's at least, excuse me, one big, like, oh wow, that was awesome, like, type game, or like, again, like, I'm gonna steal this from Geo Corsi and hearsay from other podcasts and everything, but like the way this presentation should work at the end of the day is like, even if not every title is for you as a viewer, like there should be one or two titles that you go, okay, well I don't care about that or that, but I like this and this and this, and the two for me are Oxenfree and Puzzle Knight, Shovel Knight, and that's DLC, and then Oxenfree already knew about, so this is just like a reconfirmation. So I said at the start that there should be stuff to play, and yeah, I feel like this fills in one or two gaps where it's like, alright, cool, you have stuff for your DS, or excuse me, your Switch, but I don't know. As the mic got knocked over and I didn't even notice. Excuse me. Yeah, I know a lot of people are getting, and I hate even bringing the words. I hate, people saying, where's the Switch Pro, blah, 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 blah. We are starting to get to that point in the Switch's life where it's like, okay, what else do you, like, what next is there? And it does feel like Zelda is going to be that swan song, and then after that there's going to be stuff to play, but like I'm not sure if it's going to be like a Switch Pro like many people originally thought, where it's just going to be like a half step. I feel like it's been, was it 6 or 7 years at this point? Like I'm anticipating the Switch 2 more than a Switch Pro. But yeah, I don't know. I think that's the worst part is, if this was awful, I would have more to say. I'd be like, oh, I can't believe they're doing this. Even like when they added 64 and Genesis to the Switch Online, it's like, oh my god, I can't believe that and that. This, excuse me. I always complain about State of Play feeling like glorified, like just commercials stitched together, and this just felt like a series of trailers stitched together. And yeah, it has the Indie World branding and packaging and all this other stuff, but to be perfectly frank, like, I don't see myself playing or even think about any of these games once this recording is done. So make of that what you will, but yeah, that's unfortunately, on that very sour note, is gonna be it for this time. So thank you so much for watching. I'm trying to make stuff eventually at some point. It's coming into pipe work, emotions, content creation, other generic excuses or issues. But no, if you want to follow me when I'm not streaming and having existential dread on camera, you can do it at Viral Vinnie, Twitter, Instagram, Viral Vinnie Show on YouTube and Facebook and other various places. But yeah, I've been Viral Vinnie. This has been the Nintendo Indie World for April 19th, so close, 2023, and I will see you guys next time.